Good morning, students. Today let us discuss the different forms of verb, that is V1, V2 and V3. To know about tense form, V1 I have written as a present tense form, V2 is past tense form and V3 is past participle form. I have written in short form. Now if I study go verb, then the immediate past of go will be went and gone. This is the past participle form of go you know. Now basically we study tenses in three different forms like present tense form, past tense form and future form. But let me tell you or let me make you very much clear today, there are basically two major tense form, that is your present tense form and past tense form. Because we have two major different forms, go past is went and gone. This is the past participle form, not the future form. Is it clear to all of you? Gone or any past participle form, this is not the future form. Rather, future is known as your time indicator. You can use the modal shall, should, can, could, will, would, may, might. These are all modals and they will indicate future time, not the future tense. Is it clear to all of you? So how many major tense form you are finding? Two major forms. One is present, another one is past. Similarly, I have cited more one example. Do, if it is in present tense form, then the past tense of do will be did. And done, this is not the future form, rather this is the V3 or the past participle form. So how many major tenses you are finding? Two here. V1 present, V2 past tense. So how many tenses are there? Two tenses. Let us discuss the different forms of tense. Because each tense is subdivided into four forms. I will be writing the forms on board and you clearly identify how many forms are there and the different rules that we are applying to recognize in a sentence whether the tense is in present tense form, in simple form, or in past tense simple form, or in other different forms. Let us study. The first one is simple, or you may say it indefinite. Second form is known as your imperfect or progressive. Number third is known as your perfect, and number four perfect, progressive. So these are the major four forms of a particular tense. So present tense has four forms, similarly past tense also has these four forms. So how are you going to understand in a sentence that whether this is in present tense simple form or in progressive or in perfect progressive? Let us make your doubts clear. I will be writing the clear chart of tense form on board right now. So you better study what are the different tricks that we have to understand a particular tense and form. Now to understand any simple form of a particular tense, either present tense or past tense, basically present tense form, how to understand this? First you try to identify your subject or pronoun, then your V1 form. Suppose in a sentence, if it is given, I go to school. How a child can understand whether this is in present tense form or in past tense form? Suppose whenever a child is reading or studying, there is the usage of the pronoun. Then I have selected one pronoun. Then V1. Go is the V1 form. So one pronoun plus one V1. You can find out here. So you can better understand this is in present tense. Simple form. Now I will study teaching you about present tense form. Now, more one example I am giving you. He goes to school. You study here also there is one use of pronoun form. Then again this is the V1 form. So whenever you find any subject or pronoun plus V1 form, then you can say present tense simple form. So how can you understand also, because in present tense simple form I am telling you, your V1 can take S or yes form. If your subject is in third person, singular number, then your V1 can take S or yes form in present tense simple form. So in present tense simple form, how many elements you are finding? One subject plus pronoun plus direct V1. Now similarly what happens in progressive? You study better one subject or pronoun plus and is are plus verb 1 followed by your ing form. So let me cite one example for you. I am going to school. You study here, there is the usage of one pronoun plus any element. N is R, any element where you find M plus V1 plus ing. So if you find this kind of structure, so you can better identify this is in present tense progressive form. Is it clear to all of you? So there is the structure for this subject, you select subject or pronoun, either N is any one of it plus V1 followed by ing. This is the structure of present tense progressive form. Let us study the perfect form. What happens in perfect form? Again you select your subject or pronoun plus have or had plus. Now you can better understand the use of V3. I was teaching you past participle form. So what is the use of past participle? Basically past participle you can make the use of it in any tense form, perfect form. In any tense perfect form you can use the past participle form. So for example, if I again take one pronoun I, then as for the pronoun I have to select have or had plus V3. Suppose go V3 is gone, I have gone to school. Now see the structure here. I have taken one pronoun, I have made the use of everything but had, then go V3 is gone. Now better you can understand what is the importance of V3 form. It means the past participle form. So any past participle form you can make the use of it in perfect form. Is it clear? Basically we can study also past participle while we are converting active voice into passive voice. So we will be coming back later on to active and passive voice. Right now, if I select one subject here, Ram, then as for Ram third person singular number, I have to select the helping verb has plus one. Go with is gone. Ram has gone to school. So what kind of structure you are finding? Subject then any verb you directly change into negative form. That is the past participle. You are very much clear, I think. Now in perfect progressive, we have another structure: subject or pronoun plus had or has plus extra be verb, that is making been, plus again v1 followed by your ing. This is the structure to recognize perfect progressive. For example, if I take one pronoun I, then in place of I have to select the helping verb have, then been, then suppose if I take no verb, then I have to add ing form. I have to go. So you can add any complement here also. So I have been going to school. Now similarly you will select C pronoun. So in place of C pronoun, you have to take the helping verb has plus extra been, which is already given, then v1 plus ing form. So I hope that you know, once you go through the structure of different forms, then it will be very much clear for all of you to identify in sentence whether this is present tense form, and the other different forms also will come to know it. Now I will be coming back to the past tense form. How to understand past tense form? Past tense form is very easy. Just slight alteration that you have to make. Otherwise, as it is in present tense form, you have to proceed. You see the slight changes in past tense form. If we study about the simple form, then nothing we have to do. The same subject or pronoun we have to take plus V2. I have written already the past tense form V2. Now example, Ram. If you select the subject Ram and if you take any verb, suppose go verb you are taking, what is the past tense of go? Went. Ram went to school. So what you are noticing? One subject. I have not selected any pronoun. I have taken one subject Ram, then go V2 I have written here went. So this is the structure of past simple. How to recognize any tense, especially past tense, simple form? Better you study your sentence. If you notice any subject or pronoun along with V2 form, then this can be your past tense simple form. For example, I. You take any other verb, write something. But you got V2 of write, wrote. I wrote a poem. Subject or pronoun we have taken. Here we have taken the first person. Pronoun singular number I. Then and immediately we have selected the V2 of write. Right, past is wrote and past participle is written. That past participle will come to a perfect form. Now in progressive, how to understand? Again you are selecting subject or pronoun plus was or were plus v1 ing. For example, if I take one pronoun I, then in place of I, which helping I will write it was, I was, so we go for, then going to school. In previous the present tense form, how we used to write the Amizar, similarly you are replacing Amizar with was when in past tense form. Otherwise, the remaining portion it is as it is. Now, for example, if you select C pronoun, again in place of C pronoun, which helping you have to take was, then verb plus ing. More one example I am giving you the usage of where, they. If you select any pronoun, basically the person plural, they, then in place of they, which helping you have to take where, then verb plus ing. noticing in your sentence, basically one subject or pronoun was or were, any element out of it was or were, plus V1 followed by your ing. If you notice this kind of structure, then you better say it. This is your past tense progressive form. Now in perfect form, again you select one subject or pronoun plus had plus in present tense you were using have or has, but in place of past tense perfect form you have to select had helping verb. Now for example, if I select I pronoun, then after pronoun I have to write as it is had helping verb. Then suppose go verb I have taken, so what is the behavior of go? Go went to school. Suppose a child likes to play, so the child can write, if I select any subject, then the child will go with this helping verb had, and play verb if the child wants to write, then better the child should convert the play verb into V3. Play, played, played. The child had played cricket, football, anything else. So this is the structure actually. Select subject or pronoun plus had compulsorily. Then after had, convert the particular verb into its V3 form. So this is all about past tense perfect form. In perfect progressive, again you are selecting subject or pronoun plus had compulsory plus been plus V1 ing. Example you say I. If I select pronoun I, then of course I have to select, because after pronoun there is uses of helping verb had. Then the similar being form also I have to just jot down being plus go verb suppose by take, then this is the V1. So after V1 I have just added ing. So this is the structure of perfect progressive. So basically, my dear students, we have two different tense, major tenses, that is your present tense and past tense, and future. This is not your tense, this is your time. Now I will be teaching you in my next session how we can use the present tense form to indicate future time. There is no specific future tense, but we can make the use of present tense form to indicate your future time. So I will be coming back with future time, and we shall come to know also the usage of shall, should, can, would, may, might, will, would. These are the modals, they are the indicators of the future time. So I hope you have understood it very clearly. So in our next session we will be coming with future time. Thank you.